Hey everyone, Rick here, and I'm back again for another Honest Thoughts, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my honest thoughts on something Scooby-Doo related, and as you read the title, yes, you are not seeing things. There is possibly a potential Scooby-Doo Zombie Island sequel or reboot coming next year to celebrate Scooby-Doo's 50th anniversary. So, yes, like all of you, as soon as I saw this news, I was like, wait, what? So this is crazy. There's so much to dive into here, but I'm going to do my best. Now, the main thing is, where did this news originate from? Well, on a LinkedIn Warner Brothers page where we actually see a lot of background artists posting information about upcoming Warner Brothers stuff like Teen Titans Go and other Cartoon Network related stuff and animated films, etc., etc. We see two Scooby-Doo related ones. One for Scooby-Doo and the 13th Ghost, which I'll get into that later, and another one for Zombie Island. Now, the thing is that if you all remember, or I'm assuming, like all of you, you remember the classic 1998 Scooby-Doo masterpiece that is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. The animated film that came out brought the franchise back from near extinction and set the bar for Scooby-Doo animated films to come out once a year and started this new renaissance, if you will, of Scooby-Doo. Of course, the four original animated films are seen as classics. Now, fast forward to nearly 20 years later, and it looks like Warner Brothers is going to try and greenlight a, potential sequel or a reboot. Now, it hasn't been confirmed which one it is. So this is crazy. Now, what does this have to do with the 13th Ghost? Well, again, if you go and look, which I will leave a link because Vasquez Bum actually talked about it first, and this is where I'm getting that information from. So regardless, if you believe him or not, I'm just gonna pretty much take this and give my thoughts on it. So once again, as pointed out in his video, there was a call for background artists 10 months ago to get started on the next Scooby-Doo animated film coming out in early 2019. That being the 13th Ghost, based off of one of the, I believe, third or fourth, no, it was the third, the third incarnation of Scooby-Doo. And if you all remember, basically, Shaggy was given a chest that he unlocked, and it released 13 ghosts. So basically, he has to try and stop them and put them back in the box. So, not too long ago, we actually saw a trailer for that animated film, and it looks like it's going to be a combination of a hybrid of the original show, so it will have the basic narrative, not the basic narrative, sorry, guys. It will have the basic plot, but it's also in canon with the Mystery Incorporated series, so it's kind of a weird mishmash. On the one hand, if it's in the Mystery Incorporated universe, then Velma should be already familiar with ghosts at this point. It's confusing. It's Scooby-Doo. Let's just put it like that. There is no canon, basically. There's only a continuity. So that being said, this does hold some kind of verification. So there is potential that we will get an announcement for a Zombie Island movie next year. Now, let's go over this. Let's really go over this for a second here. Because again, there's a lot to unpack here. Now, if it's a sequel, because all signs could point to it being a sequel, one thing is, how do you do a sequel to the very film that is not just known, but in every Scooby-Doo fan's opinion, the best animated film of all time because of what it did and the bar it set? How do you make a sequel to that? Because the original story for that was great. I mean, we saw the gang grow up. We saw them leave mysteries. They got jobs, and then they were reunited. They go a tour around the world to try and find real ghosts. They show up on Moonscar Island, and they find out that zombies and the supernatural are real, and they're mixed up in it. So how do you follow that up 20 years later? And the other thing is, you would obviously have to make it with the newer cast. This, of course, being Matthew Lillard, Grey DeLisle, and Kate Micucci, because the original cast was Billy West for Shaggy, and a lot of people pretty much agree that Matthew Lillard is a second best Shaggy. So how do you do that? Like, that's the main question here. Can a sequel to Zombie Island be made? I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but why would you? Because, here's the thing. Witch's Ghost was a sequel to Zombie Island. So was Alien Invaders and Cyber Chase. That set up a main continuity. So, if you were to make a sequel to Zombie Island, that would mean that this would either be an alternate continuity, where the Witch's Ghost through Cyber Chase never happened, or two, you're pretty much saying that the other three films came much later. So I don't understand that. That would just make it confusing. But if it's a reboot, because see, here's the other thing. If it's a potential reboot, pretty much what the 13th Ghost is, because it's not just a reboot of that incarnation, but it's also trying to blend itself with modern-day Scooby-Doo. So, with Zombie Island, you basically have to try and figure out a way to properly take elements from that story, but also tell your own interpretation of it. So, it's going to be interesting. And I have no problem if they do have it be a reboot, because again, I'd be interested to see what would they do differently. I mean, certainly I don't think it could match the other one in terms of its story, but I think it still could be a good story in its own right, depending on who's writing it, which I would be led to assume that it could potentially be Jim Creek, who has written some of the more modern-day Scooby-Doo films, and he wrote the Scooby Natural episode of Supernatural. So once again, this is all an interesting parallel. Now, I know the ultimate question is why? Why would they be looking to do a sequel or reboot to Zombie Island? Well, that's an easy answer. Zombie Island is the most recognizable animated film of all of Scooby-Doo in the 21st century, and it's the most profitable because everyone watches it, everyone buys the DVD, everyone had the VHS, everyone watches it digitally. So it's still profitable. You can get some profit from that. And what better way to celebrate Scooby-Doo's 50th anniversary next year than by doing two animated films, one on the third incarnation of Scooby-Doo, and the other one on the very film that saved the franchise and reshaped it, completely overhauled it for a new generation and a new era, so to speak. I think that's what they're looking for here. Now, once again, as you all know, I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan. My friend, may he rest in peace, Archaic King, he was a huge Scooby-Doo fan. So, that's the thing, is what could they do with this? I'm very interested to know, and if this is true, which it most likely is, I'm going to say it's probably 70 to 80% likely, but we'll just have to wait and see until next year. So if it is true, I'll probably cover it. I'll cover the trailer, and I may even do a potential review on it. But I want to know what you guys think. I really want to know what you guys think about this news. Do you agree? Are you all for them making a sequel/reboot to Zombie Island, or do you think they should just leave it alone? Because, again, I'm good either way. I very much am. I will, of course, give it the benefit of the doubt, but I could potentially agree with y'all that I think if they want to celebrate Scooby-Doo's 50th anniversary, then I think they need to think outside the box more. But that's just me. I'm okay with either. So, yeah, guys, that's about it. I, of course, have more Honest Thoughts coming, so keep an eye out for that. I'm probably going to get started on recording the second Honest Thoughts tomorrow, so please keep an eye out for that. And a lot more is coming to the channel. I have a lot planned. A new channel trailer is coming, so be on the lookout for that, as well as my next review. Also, too, if you guys didn't know, the newest Rewind Rumble just came out. I did the research for that, so of course I'm going to leave a link to that down below if you guys want to check it out. And thank you all so much for supporting me. It really means a lot, and I love having these honest thoughts up for you guys. So, yeah. So, let's get a discussion going about this, guys. Once again, are you up for a Zombie Island sequel/reboot, or do you think they should just leave it alone? If you are for it, what do you want to see them do differently? Because that's what I want to ask. If you are for this, what do you want to see? And hopefully, maybe they'll do it. But other than that, let's just get a discussion going about it. Let's keep it friendly and civil. So thank you all so much for watching this. If you are new to my channel, then please hit that subscribe button. I really like to have you. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of my videos the moment they drop, please don't forget to hit that little notification bell. And until then, this is Rick saying, I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everybody.